Hi there and welcome to your timeless reading. Let's see what message is meant to reach you right now. Trust your intuition to discern which messages are specifically for you, because this is a general reading. Let's see. What do you need to hear? The Four of Cups in reverse, the Page of Wands in reverse. You might be dealing with some sort of a blockage right now, or been having a bit of a bad day. The Four of Cups, oh sorry, it's the Five of Cups. I wasn't seeing it properly. Okay, well, still, same thing. The Five of Cups speaks of deep, deep sadness and sorrow, grieving the loss of something very dear to you. And this is on its head. So this might be something from your past currently coming up again, or there is some sort of internal struggle and loss going on with self, so losing some sort of version of yourself. What I'm also getting is this could be that you've overcome this feeling, so you've gotten to a place where you are no longer in this place. With the Page of Wands here in reverse, the Page of Wands is exploring. The Page of Wands likes to go and just do whatever comes to mind. There is some sort of a blockage there in regards to this energy. But we're going to explore a bit more. Can we get an explanation for this message? What is going on here? These three cards. Want me to see them? My little man in the background. The Eight of Wands. So something moving really fast. The Ten of Swords. Card of feeling betrayed, of being betrayed, of reaching your complete breakdown of self. And the Ace of Cups. What am I seeing here? Yeah, I feel like something from your past might have been coming up. But whatever it is, whether it's from the past or it's current, it is a situation that left you feeling like the Ten of Swords. In this depiction of the card, I would have to look up exactly what myth it is, but it is a myth about someone, I can't remember, but someone who's basically dying and they're trying to hold on to the boat before going under, and this person cuts off their fingers to let them drown. So a betrayal that you did not see coming. You might have not seen this coming, or whatever is coming towards you or has come, but it was a very swift situation. The Ace of Cups here, something about your emotions, new emotions coming up. Maybe this situation is stirring up new emotions, these thoughts. But I'm gonna get you more cards. From here, we have the energy is gaining momentum. Yeah, so what I'm getting is you've been feeling this discomfort in your stomach, potentially. That's where I'm getting it right now, like trying to tap into it. Also in your throat, the whole expressional basis of yours seems to have some sort of a block right now. And this comes from feeling, having overcome a sort of betrayal that happened to you, but that is somehow popping up right now. But this is for you to have a chance to gain new understanding of it. The Ace of Cups. What is this new understanding about this situation that left the collective feeling the way they did? The Six of Cups. Okay. Nostalgia. Childhood. Feeling really, really connected with someone at some time, at some point in time, and no longer. It now being but a memory of the past. That you can revisit and it brings you joy, but it can also bring a sort of pain with it, for you have to admit and see that it is no longer accessible outside of your memory, outside of your feelings. So yeah, it's just stuff is coming up for you to deal with certain triggers from your childhood potentially as well. Yeah, I'm feeling called to ask what these triggers would be. What are the triggers that are being triggered with the situation that need to be looked at from childhood? You and you, okay. Okay, we have three cards. The Hierophant, the Four of Swords, and the King of Cups. Let me show you them. Here's your Hierophant. The Four of Swords. Knight of Cups, sorry, not the King, the Knight. I hope you guys can hear me okay and it's not too shaky or too loud, but it's getting, the wind's picking up. It's 9 p.m. right now, you guys, but I live on a very nice part of the globe where that means that the sun is still going to be around for a little bit in this time of the year. Alrighty, where are we at? The stuff that's coming up from your childhood has very much to do with your connection, with your spiritual connection, with the part of you that believes, that trusts, and it doesn't matter what you call that belief, but it is this understanding, inherent understanding that guides you, that all is connected and that you are part of a much bigger thing. But this connection, I feel like, has been on a pause. The Four of Swords here. The Four of Swords is about taking a break, being in the eye of the storm. Something already has transpired, has left you quite worn out. But more is to come, so you need to take a rest. So yeah, you might have been feeling like there was some sort of something holding you back, like there was a pause to it. And what was this pause? It was in connection to potentially a person, but this could also be you. But with it being the Knight, the court cards are often interpreted as people, and they represent people in readings. Especially if I'm doing like a personal reading, it's quite staggering to see how often certain cards represent certain people in the client's life. But yeah, the Knight of Cups is someone who really wants to be emotionally available and loving, but they aren't quite there yet. They're still very young in their journey. I mean, they have already made the decision and they're on their way. But the Knight of Cups, he's a slow burner, you know. It takes some time for them to reach their goals. But they are consistent in it. In the sense that in their consistency is inconsistency. I think some of you, that made a lot of sense right there. But what I'm seeing is, in general, we have from your past, what is being triggered is your connection to spirit. Like there was a blockage, something that led to you holding back from truly expressing yourself and truly living in your purpose. And this might have been in relation to someone who is really wanting to grow and learn, but they're still not quite there yet, or it's something you can't always depend on. Like their reaction might not be as predictable as you might hope. So if this is from your childhood, this could be a parental figure, or even a societal norm around you, where you are dealt with unpredictability, with things coming up suddenly and changing your norms, and that constantly taking you out of your connection. Yes, okay. So there's a lot, this turbulence, this situation that we're talking about, this betrayal, this deep sense of loss and grief that seems to be coming from your past, was connected with you, like it led to you having a block in your spirituality, having a block in your connection to your intuition, to yourself. Your intuition is but spirit talking to you, in the form of what is closest resemble to yourself. Oh my God, did that make sense? Please go back in the video to get that again, because my brain got distracted. There was a beautiful bird flying there. So yeah, your brain might have led to you blocking these things because other things were taking your attention and other things needed your attention. And this situation is meant for you to grow from it, though, and for you to reconnect now. And if you are here, if you're listening to this, you probably are in a phase of your life where you feel this deep sense of wanting to engage with yourself through a spiritual lens and through a self-empowering, self-development, spiritual development lens. I want to get you some more cards. And I also, I've never had this card come out, you guys. Never. Family. Yeah, that is definitely again, showing that this is from your childhood. This is something that you were brought into, in the sense that it was your norm. Even if the situation that triggered it now, the childhood wound, is not, in the sense you became normalized to what you knew. And whether that was good or bad, it was what you had to work with. And I think I'm not getting good or bad necessarily. What I'm getting is, it was simply a lot for you to take in, a lot for you to process, leading to a blockage. And maybe even a blockage concretely from family, I don't know. But through that, which took you away at some point, you will find reconnection again. And I want to say, when it comes to human connection, things, we cannot control another human being. We can only control ourselves. And family is what you make of it as well. So try and surround yourself with people that you feel truly held by, truly cared for. Because this is going to allow for you to reconnect again more with your spiritual self, with all that is. But I want to get you some more cards. But yeah, this is definitely a childhood trauma of some sort that was triggered now with the situation. And in this point in time, as you're listening to the message. If you're ever interested in getting a bit more input on your personal situation, I am available for personal readings, pre-recorded ones like this, or also even just chatting to you. If you're interested, all of that is down in the description or in the comments somewhere. But let me see. We have build strength and energy work. Exactly. This message is very clear, and I'm going to finish it very soon. It's going to be a short one. But this is a lesson you had to learn. It is something that you had to grow into, that had to grow into you. It was meant for you to build strength, to become stronger in yourself, in your conviction, in your trust in all that is as well. I think your spirituality will gain a lot from the break that you had for some reason. And this is also, I want to say, very much connected to the trust in yourself. Because if you don't trust in the universe, if you don't feel that connection, it's hard to feel that connection within yourself, for you are an expression of the universe as well, you know what I mean? But yeah, energy work coming up, right? So again, spiritual chat in that sense of understanding that there are different parts that make up your experience, and tapping into all of those and trying to align them, trying to find this within yourself. Yes. Okay, we're gonna finish this reading, my dearest, with some loving advice that can help you now in this journey. Oh, we already have one coming out. The Knight of Swords. You have to stand in your trust of your mind. If it is hard sometimes to trust your emotions, trust the mind, trust the factual, the rational. We had the Knight of Cups coming up from the trigger of the past. The Knight of Cups being, emotional. While this guy is also a knight, also striving towards something, trying to learn something. But this dude is very swift in what they're doing. They are very clear in what they're doing. So be very clear in what your intention is for your future, for your life, for your relationships, I'm hearing. What patterns do you want to keep in your life? Which patterns do you want to grow out of? Or grow into as well? What do you want to cultivate? These are the questions now that would be helpful for you to maybe dot down and figure out where you stand, so you can be more precise and more clear in your direction of where you put your energy and how you work on these topics. 2 more, please, for advice. The 5 of Coins in reverse. Remember, we had the 5 of, what was it? The 5 of Cups in reverse. The 5s often speak of instability, and here we have another 5. But here's the 5 of Coins, so material instability rather than emotional, also on its head. So maybe what I'm hearing, this being guidance, release your fear of being destitute. Release your fear of having nothing in life. You have to understand that you cannot control your life. You could be as rich. You could be Bill Gates. No, it's not Bill Gates. Who's the dude doing the Venice thing? The other one. You could be that dude and still feel like you don't have enough. And I am sure that there's parts of him that are not being fed because he's not able to do it with the material. And you're being asked to recognize that and be happy with where you're at and understand that you gain as you go and you lose as you go equally. And to find peace in that and to find stability in knowing that you can work on it though. You can put your best foot forward. You can change your circumstances. But you also have to understand that there is more to life than the material. And the material will not stabilize the rest of yourself. It can't. It is but one simple, very small part, but we tend to forget that there's more to life than what we see. One more, my dears. That is too much. That is way too much. And that is not meant to be. We're going to pick one of these. What I am feeling is, for some of you, if you feel called to do a personal reading, if you feel called like you need more messages, check out my videos, obviously. Maybe there's something there. But also, again, if you're interested, let me know. But what I'm getting is that this reading wants to continue on. There's more information that I'm meant to share with you. But I'm getting quite cold, my dudes. And I also feel like the message is meant to end now. So here's just a quick reminder that there is a possibility for you to get more in depth with this if you need it. And again, I have pre-recorded readings as much as I do personal. Okay, I'm gonna show you this one. The Fool. What a lovely way to end the reading, with a new beginning, understanding again the tides of things. And shifting the perspective of an ending to being a beginning. Shifting the perspective of this loss, this deep betrayal. No one's going to take away that it was a betrayal, that you felt it being a betrayal, you know? But the reality is, you are now in a place where you can look at all of that from a new position. From one where you are empowered in yourself and ready to start a journey where you're standing up for yourself and where you are allowing yourself to sing, to speak your voice, rather than being shut down by the people in your life, for whatever reason. All right, my dears, that's the message I have for you. Yes, yeah. There's a lot of stuff coming up here. I did feel like having a quick glance here, but I don't want to get too into it. There's definitely a lot of anxiety from expansion and shining yourself and also believing in yourself. We have the Hermit in reverse. But there you go. That's that, my dears. I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna show you my beautiful dress quickly because I can. And I want to. Little boy is like, what the hell, Mom? Check this out. How cool is this? You might have stuff popping around your head right now. Maybe click on it. That would be nice. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.